special, but I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here? I don't love it.
The original idea of the one-on-one was I wanted to create a piece that really connected the audience and the performer together, and also challenge the audience and myself as a performer, because there's a lot of shows where the audience have got comfortable in experiencing work a certain way, and I wanted to break that, and I also wanted to challenge myself as a performer. And I've been working a lot about creating dance as an experience and something that you feel a whole lot more than when you're in a proscenium, safe setting. What happens is, first of all, they meet a host, which is a person that actually says, "Hi, my name is, welcome to, these are the rules, you'll go in, you'll sit down, when the music stops, I'll come and get you, then I'll do an interview." And there, the role of the host is quite important, because they have to kind of ease the apprehension. So they meet someone and they have to kind of go, "Well, don't worry, it's going to be fine." And because some people are like, "Oh," and then they have to, and then they're like, and we did have a list of, when I did it before, we did have a list of rules, like you have to sit a certain way, you're not allowed to touch and this and that, because you never know, people may be tempted to. So yeah, so their role's important, and then they go, so it goes through a cycle, so they come in one way and then they go out another, then the host goes and gets them, so it's a whole big circle. And for that kind of time that I'm performing, it rotates, so they'll come in through the door behind me, then they'll go out over here, and then the next one will come through. So it's a bit meat market-ish, but yeah, it's kind of a conveyor belt, and it needs to roll like that for momentum. And what I generally try to do is I always get a friend to come in and do the first one, to get the energy started off in the space and me performing, because it's quite hard to go in quite cold to the first audience member. It's not a lap dance per se, it's, but it's kind of took some of them rules of engagement where they meet a host and then they come up to the space and then they watch me dance and then they get taken out. And within it they experience me kind of do a dance which is just for them. I repeat the same dance, but each experience is different because it's different with each audience member. That's what makes it really unique. And people that have come and seen it have been quite moved, and I have had people in tears, and it happened more than once. And that at a dance show is quite amazing, because it's a non-verbal kind of community things, because it really touches them, and people never ever kind of, unless you're in the arts, get to experience seeing a dancer one-on-one, so close up and so kind of intimately, not in a sexually gratifying way, but in a shared beautiful experience way. And when they follow me around with their eyes, like where they're looking, because some people don't know where to look, and some people are really like, they'll look me right up and down and stuff, so it's interesting. It's really interesting as a performer, kind of, because you never ever get that reaction when you're doing big ensemble work or you're doing proscenium arch work. You sense whether the audience are lacking in energy, or they're good or bad, but individually I know each person that comes in to that room and the way I have to perform to them. I think dance is so safe nowadays, and my friend was like, "Oh, it's so provocative." And when it's not provocative, it's just one person and one, because they're quite traditional in their dance format, and the contemporary dance as a whole is very like that. It used to be kind of really about the audience and performer, and now it's just, there's lots of big scale work that's slickly produced and beautiful, and we stripped everything back, from the way the curtains are hung to what I'm wearing to the music and the aesthetics deliberately. Like, I wanted a deliberately raw aesthetic, and the way the curtains are placed, they're not kind of all matching and all together, and you've got, like in this room, you've got like bits of leaves and shrubbery, and it's a bit kind of dishevelled and a bit we've undesigned it so it doesn't kind of look all matching and stuff, to create a kind of edgier atmosphere.
So very special. I wish I was special, but I'm a creep.